Hello everyone, it's Noor and welcome back to my channel. So, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys things that will help you elevate. And I really mean it because here's the thing. If you don't aim to elevate in life, you're always going to stay in the same position. You're always going to be where you are today. And that's something we should all avoid. So stay tuned for the whole video in order to know exactly what you need to do to elevate your life. So the first thing you need to do in order to elevate is pretty much be clean. Have a clean environment. And that is pretty much going to help you be more organized. I mean, imagine you are living in a place where it's so messy, where you can't see things clearly, like you're not going to be able to focus. And a lot of times you can tell somebody like how they are by their environment. So a lot of times you're going to come across people where if their environment is clean, you will notice that these people have everything together. And that is because it's an indication of how organized they are. So I would tell everybody, be clean. This is the number one rule. You have to be clean. So number two, which is extremely important, and I need to take my own advice as well, it's pretty much eating healthy, which I'm doing, but sleeping early. It's kind of a bit hard, especially when you like to stay up. When you eat healthy, you're going to be able to elevate spiritually, mentally, physically, especially if you're working out. So you have to eat healthy because when you eat junk food, you're probably going to have a brain fog. You're not going to be able to perform at the best peak that you could. You're pretty much not going to be able to perform at your highest level. And that's exactly what we're here to do. We're here to give our all and be the best we could be at that peak level. So you have to eat healthy. I would say make it a lifestyle. Stop treating healthy food as if you're on a diet, because that shouldn't be a diet. You should be dieting on the things that are unhealthy. But when it comes to healthy food, this is exactly what you need to eat. I would always tell people, eat food that God made. For example, vegetables, fruits, anything that God made, you should be eating. Meat, of course, just, you get the point. But make it as a lifestyle. And when it comes to sleeping early, it's also extremely crucial because if you don't sleep early, you're not going to be able to wake up early with the full energy that you're meant to have. When you sleep early, you're going to be able to wake up early and get more things done throughout the day. Now, the next point I want to say is if you're trying to elevate your life, you have to always be on time. You see, being late will not allow you to move forward. And if you're late in something, you're probably going to be late in other things, and it's going to mess up your schedule. And it's just facts. Like, never be late. Have you ever heard of the saying that says, like, if somebody is late to a meeting, it says a lot? And the reason why, it's because you have to respect time. And if you're somebody that doesn't respect time, which is the most valuable thing, that it pretty much signifies that your life is pretty much not organized. You can't elevate unless you're always on time, you're never late, so that you can get things done as fast as possible at the right time that it needs to happen. So yeah, don't underestimate being late. Just don't be late. Try to always be on time. And you'll see how your life will just become so much better. The next thing you need to do to elevate your life is focus and remove all distractions. Here's how you know what is distracting you. You get a piece of paper and you write down all the things that you know are a source of distraction for you, whether your phone, whether some of your toxic friends, whether the music you listen to. Write it all down. And I need you to let go of all those things and just focus, because you're not going to be able to focus unless you remove those distractions. Like, even when it comes down to like partying and clubbing, like these things are also a sort of distraction. So these things are taking up your time, and this is something you should never allow. You need to be focused, aim to be locked in. Because here's the thing, guys, if you don't focus, you're never going to be able to elevate. As simple as, like, you need to focus on the things you need to get done. And as long as there are distractions, you're going to stay in your place. So keep that in mind. The next thing would be being disciplined. And look, being disciplined is pretty much one of the most important factors to elevate. Like, if you're not disciplined, you're always going to be depending on your emotions. And here's the thing with us human beings, emotions always fluctuate. So you can't be depending on something that isn't stable. You know what's stable though? Not your motivation, because it comes and goes. It's your discipline. Doing things regardless of how you feel, and doing things no matter what day it is, no matter what's going on around you, you do it regardless. And this is how you'll be able to level up, because it's really going to show you the results. If you are disciplined, you're going to reap what you sow, whether it's in the gym, whether it's you opening up your business, whatever it may be. If you are disciplined, you're going to be able to reach your goals because you're doing what you're doing no matter what. The next thing that's going to help you elevate is pretty much working out and putting your body under stress. See, working out isn't just going to help you physically, it's going to help you mentally, because it really does give you that sharpness. You know, when you're pushing for that extra rep, when you're putting your body under stress, imagine, especially if you do it first thing in the morning, you're gonna be so ready for the day because you literally did the hardest thing. And what's gonna tend to happen throughout the day? It's gonna be much easier than you thought. You're gonna have more energy. And most importantly, guys, when you work out, your body produces growth hormones, which pretty much, from what it sounds like, growth hormones, you are developing into a new, more enhanced version of yourself. I would always suggest, no matter who you are, no matter where you are, even if you don't have a gym next to you, do it at home. There are so many YouTube videos that you can find. And if you have a gym, you are blessed. So take it as an advantage to work on your physique. It's literally the best thing you can do for yourself, because you know for a fact, a good physique cannot be bought. A good physique can only be earned. And you're going to be so proud of yourself. You're going to see how your life is going to change, because even I would say working out is going to help you eat healthy, you know, because you're doing all this hard work. And if you're working so hard and you're eating unhealthy, you're not going to see the results. So you get the point. The next thing that's going to help you elevate is pretty much competing with your old self. And when I say competing with your old self, I really mean it. Don't try to compete with anybody else. Listen, no matter who's around you, even if it's somebody who inspires you, don't compare yourself to them. You are not them. You don't have their experiences. You're not on their journeys. You are your own person. And what you need to do is to start looking at who you were and try to be better than who you were. You know, 1% every day is going to help you become better, you know, because that 1% is going to add up, and eventually you'll get to the 100%, which is the best version of yourself. So I always say, whatever it may be that, for example, you're trying to improve about yourself, whether, let's say, you have anger issues, you want to have better communication skills, whether you want to learn a new hobby, whether you want to experience something new, look at the old you and try to enhance that version into the version you're trying to be. And this is how you generally elevate. And the last thing that's going to help you elevate is pretty much having time management. And that pretty much means, you know, keeping track of the things that you are trying to do, especially if you've got a lot of things going on in your life. It's very important to plan your day ahead and try to plan your next day the day before. And why I say that, it's because imagine you're waking up in the morning and now you're thinking, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, you see, that's like wasted energy. Instead of putting that energy into thinking about what you're going to do, you already know. So all you have to do is apply it. You prepare what you have to do at night, the day before, and then you go and attack it the day after. And this is going to generally help you elevate, because it's going to keep you on track. It's going to push you to do the things that you need to do, because now you have a checklist. Now, every time you finish something, you tick it, you know, and makes you more satisfied, more motivated to keep going. And that's how you should do it. That's my advice, at least. If, let's say, you couldn't do it the night before, I suggest you do it right when you wake up, you know, when you're having your cup of coffee, do it. And then attack it throughout the day. And that's pretty much it, guys. These are pretty much some of the things that are going to help you elevate in life. And I promise you, if you apply them, you're gonna see the difference and you're gonna become better every single day. And that's what we're here for, you know. This is what my channel is all about, just elevating, becoming the best version of yourself. I think this is something we should all strive for no matter what we're going through. So this was part 1 of things you need to do to elevate your life. I'm gonna be dropping part 2 soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment down below what you would like to see next. You can follow my socials to stay updated with me, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye bye.